Hey everybody, Bill Corbett here with Port City Living. I'm a local real estate agent. I serve the Greater Wilmington, North Carolina area, and my channel is all about life in this part of North Carolina. And today I thought I'd talk about vintage values, treasure hunting, vintage shopping, shopping local, whatever you want to call it. Let's have some fun. I've recently gotten back into the treasure hunting thing. I used to dabble in a little bit when I was younger. My parents used to go to auctions up in Swansboro, which is near Jacksonville, North Carolina, and I would go with them and I would hear the auctioneer, and my parents would bid on some pieces of furniture, and sometimes they would get them, and my dad would take these pieces home and he would refinish them. And I just remember him being so meticulous about the way he did it, and he just put so much love and care into bringing these pieces of furniture back to life. And some of this stuff I still have in my home today. My dad is no longer with me, but when I look at those pieces, I see the love he put into them, and I use them every day. And I think that's just so amazing. The treasures that I look for are a little bit more on the smaller scale, because anybody knows me knows I'm frugal. I'm not going to spend a lot of money on a lot of stuff. So everything I buy has to be affordable and cheap. But here's my thought on finding treasures to add to your decor. I think it's awesome to add a little zing, a little sparkle to your decor, whether it's your kitchen or your bathroom or your living space or whatever it is. For those who know me, know I love to entertain my friends. I love to have them over, and why not serve them on some fun things? One thing recently that I have thought about collecting and adding to my pile of stuff is silver plate. Now, you're probably thinking, oh, silver plate, wow, it's going to get tarnished and it's going to be a lot of work to keep it shiny. And that is true. It does do that, because if you don't know anything about silver, it will tarnish, and it tarnishes actually pretty quickly. But when it's shined up and it's beautiful and sparkles, then it just adds something special to your decor. And I picked this tray up a couple of weeks ago at Vintage Values, which is up in Monkey Junction. And I love the detail on it, and I love the detail on the inside of it. It's amazing. I paid 20 bucks for it. It sits right here on my peninsula. I've got my mid-century piece of pottery for my pothos in it, and it's incredible. Vintage Values, if you're not familiar with it, helps support the Domestic Violence Center here in Wilmington. There's 3 locations, so that's something that's awesome. I was at Baker Street Consignment Store last week. I had never been there before, actually, and if you haven't been, you need to go. These ladies are a hoot, and they actually take every Monday and they rearrange the front corner, the front right corner of the store. So every week when you go in there, that corner is completely different. So if you missed something the one week, you may see something different the next week. And I think that's pretty cool. It's a consignment store. There's different booths set up in there, so there's different people's things, and it's so much fun. I found this pair of Costa Snowball votive holders, and when I saw them, I instantly fell in love. There's some sparkle right here. You see that? Now, if you're not familiar with Google Lens, like I wasn't until about, a couple of weeks ago, then you need to get on board. I don't know where I've been, but Google Lens is a thing. You take Google Lens, you take a picture of something, it pulls it up and it tells you the brand, it tells you like products, it gives you sites you can go to check pricing like eBay and see what things have sold for. I bought 2 of these for $35. One of these sells for as little as $40 and as much as $150. Now, depending on the size, of course. So I think I got a pretty good deal on that. Nice little sparkle to add to the bunch. Speaking of silver, this is something I did not buy. I inherited this. This was my great-grandmother's. It probably was a jam jar. I'm not exactly sure. If anybody's familiar with this type of thing, then let me know. I keep my sugar in it, and I love it so much. It's got the little spoon to go with it. And I love the little decor on top, and it's got a spoon. Now, when I got it, it was pretty tarnished, and when I cleaned it, I noticed that there's an S at the top of the spoon. My great-grandmother's last name was Shaw. My middle name is Shaw, so I thought that was kind of special. Just finished remodeling my kitchen, and I'm super excited about it, and I wanted some new china to eat off of. So another place that I went to, not bricks and mortar, and it's in Wilmington, but it's also everywhere at the same time, Facebook Marketplace. Yes, you can find some amazing deals on Facebook Marketplace. I wanted a new set of china, and I found this Noritake. It's the Canton pattern. It's got the bamboo motif with the green on it, and not silver, gold rim. There's that sparkle, sparkle, sparkle. I love it so much. A couple was selling everything they owned. They were moving to Ireland and they were getting rid of this china. This china was brought over by her father. She's in her early 70s, brought over by her father from World War II from Japan. So they've had it a very long time. It's very fragile. I've already broken 2 coffee cups, unfortunately. But here's my thought on that. I've got lots of things that are fragile. I've got my grandmother's crystal that I've had forever. Hardly ever use it. But why save the special stuff for special occasions? You know, you shouldn't do that. Every day that we live is a special occasion. So use your good stuff. If it gets broken, it just gets broken. Life breaks, you move on. So look, this is a serving dish with this set. Amazing. And just look at that handle. That is flawless. You have to admit, that's pretty beautiful. A friend of mine just gave me this piece the other day. I think he paid like 10 or 15 bucks for it. I'm not exactly sure which store he got it from here in Wilmington, but he did get it here. Love the detail on it. Love the shape. Love the color. Of course, it's green. I keep my candy in it, and I keep my lemons and limes in it for my tequila shots, because everybody knows I love tequila. The lamps behind me, I bought them at a vintage store 20 plus years ago at a place here in Wilmington. It's no longer there, but I got such a good deal on those. Now, I think I paid 75 bucks for them. We all know that mid-century stuff has gotten really expensive. So today those would be like triple or quadruple in price. But speaking of lamps, I bought this amazing pair of lamps the other day. Not in Wilmington, but I did find a 48,000 square foot vintage store in Greensboro, and I fell in love with these things and I had to have them. So I brought them home and they sit on either side of my bed, and I could not be happier. It's amazing. So where are some of the places in Wilmington that I get these things? Well, I've already mentioned Vintage Values up in Monkey Junction. In that same shopping center, there's Primrose, another great place to go and find some great deals. There's Baker Street, which I mentioned as well, where I got my votives. That's up on North Market Street. Great place. Ladies are hoot. Go in there and see them. Flea Bodies is another one, another consignment store that's up on Market Street at the opposite end. If you go into Flea Bodies, then make sure you go check out booth number 69. My friends Kyle and Tom have a booth there. Go show them some love and see what they have to offer. Just up the street from Flea Bodies is something a little bit different. Now, Flea Bodies and Baker Street, those kind of places are going to be more of your consignment, where people actually rent booths and they sell whatever it is that they like to collect, and they sell. At the Ivy Cottage, which is just up the street from Flea Bodies, it's a little bit different. Now, Ivy Cottage has been around for 20 plus years. Most everybody in Wilmington knows Ivy Cottage. It's a little bit more upscale, a little bit more put together in a way where you can find things easier, I think. So, for example, if you are looking for silver plate or you're looking for crystal, then you can go in and they have those things typically grouped together in one spot, which makes shopping much, much easier. They've even got someone in there that appraises jewelry for you. So if you've got a piece of family jewelry or you picked up something along the way and you don't know the value of it, they'll appraise it for you. They'll sell it for you and all that. So even upstairs around the balcony, they've got like all chairs curated together and all beds. It's really, really a nice store. So go check them out. The good thing about them is they have the tags on the product, and they give you dates as to when things gets marked down. So if you find something you really like, then you can kind of watch it, monitor it, and hopefully get it before somebody else does. Those are some of the places that I like. Habitat for Humanity is another. Another place that I love. I almost forgot about this one. This is called The Village, and I just discovered this recently too. A friend of mine has opened my eyes to all this stuff. The Village is up on Carolina Beach Road, and it's really cool because when you walk into the main store, it kind of has this shabby chic look to it, which is not really my thing, but some may love it. But you go outside to the back, and it's set up to where there's like each individual little barn, almost like a she shed type situation, all the way around this big this circle. And in the center, there's seating, and I'm told that they do like wine tastings and music and things like that. So that's a really, really fun place to go and check out. So those are the places I love. I'm sure there's lots of other places here in the Wilmington area that I have missed. I know Burgaw has a few places. I haven't been up there in a while. That's my hometown, for those of you who know that. But if you live up that way, go find some vintage values there. But tell me where I should go if I've missed something. Also, tell me what you're looking for and what you're searching for. My stuff's on a smaller scale, but if you're looking for furniture, all these places have furniture as well. Some people like primitive, some people like early American, some people like modern. My thing's mid-century, you know, just is what it is. Everybody has a different taste. So I'd love to know what you're hunting and pecking for. Tell me, because if I'm out and about and I see something I think you might like, I can snap a picture and send it to you. Also, I'm really into the Scandinavian glass. So if you're out and about and you see stuff like this, let me know, because I might have to go get it. All of the information for the places I talked about is going to be down below, whether it's their website or their IG handle or Facebook or whatever it is, going to be down below so that you can go find them. If you don't live here in Wilmington and you're visiting, go check these places out if vintage shopping is your thing. And if you're thinking about relocating to Wilmington, there's a link down below for my free relocation guide. Click on that, give me some information. I'll send it right over to you. I think you'll find it handy. So shop local, shop vintage, have some fun, add a little sparkle, a little zing to your decor, and just have fun and enjoy it, because that's what life's all about, right? I'm Bill Corbett. Thanks so much for tuning in. Greatly appreciate it. And remember, if someone doesn't have a smile, then doggone it, give them one of yours. You've got tons of them.